It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Voyagers' superstar wide receiver. He did his job and then some last week with 123 receiving yards. It's the Voyagers and the Monarchs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Voyagers of Paris and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Parisian ball club, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cox. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But you look at this defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound, people have opinions, but too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
They'll run on first down. Cox. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Anderson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Anderson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try the left side. It's Cox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
On first down, Rollins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They go up the middle with Jamal Charles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards on the play as they pick up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Voyagers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Anderson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 62 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Off the play fake, Anderson. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Anderson now on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first down carry here for Charles. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 90 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
To throw on 3rd down, Rollins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Anderson to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's more on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12 as they've got it as we resume action.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Rollins. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken at the 46. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Cox. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cox, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Anderson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Anderson.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Cox. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now for the point after. And the lead is now 13. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rollins
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Charles. Down to the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Slot man moves right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And nothing doing.
down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Rollins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Paris offense out to have another go at it.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Off the bootleg, Rollins.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat. Well, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action. Anderson.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd down now. It's Cox.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. Anderson. Under under pressure, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Throwing on first down. Rollins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on second down. Rollins. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rollins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. To throw is Anderson. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Anderson to throw on 3rd down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game.
As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. Back to throw. Rollins. That's complete. It's Collins. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Paris first down.
Looking to throw. Rollins. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Rollins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Rollins. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cox. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try the left side. It's Cox. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Anderson shoves him aside. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Anderson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Coming right, this is Charles. Fights through him. And he goes out right around the 39. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Charles. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a give, right side, Charles. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun. Rollins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Rollins. That pass complete to Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face a third down. Back to throw. Rollins. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Voyagers have cut it back within a score.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. An extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anderson. And his throw is incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, he is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, Rollins. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rollins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 27-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Rollins. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Anderson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Anderson now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks...
Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Monarchs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive. Rollins. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Paris first down.
Back to throw. Rollins. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. To throw on second down, Rollins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Rollins. Over the middle, complete. That's Simmons. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Voyagers have regained the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. London about set to take over on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now Anderson. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Anderson on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Rollins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
London about set to take over on offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Cox, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
We've caught a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, and he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Cox. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Looking to throw. Anderson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Here now, 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Staying on his feet. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 34-31. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Jackson with a catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is gone. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for London, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Paris,
they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.